Good morning. Paul Rigger, 18171 Deer Forest Road, Georgetown, Delaware. Thank you for moving the planning board appointment to June where it belongs, as provided by the state code, and taking care of that. The problem, and the last thing that I'm going to discuss, simple fix, is for District 1, if it's to move a qualified person into the planning board that represents that district, and to keep everything to where each voter in a district has a representative from their district on the planning board or the Board of Adjustments. You have Mr. Mills on the Board of Adjustments, which seems very qualified to be moved in that position, to take that spot. It just seems like going back to if I had a person in District 2 and you give up my planning board member, I would be totally aggravated and in complaint mode, a lot worse than I am today. It's just a fairness issue. You have somebody qualified who lives in the district. If it can be done, there should be no reason not to move him into that position and keep it. So the next council member after the election, nobody else has to lose a board member or a planning board member under their appointment. Thank you.
My name is Dan Kramer. I will follow what you said about the sign, but I will tell you this. There is one thing. I'm not going to talk about the sign ordinance itself except for one thing. The sign ordinance is so intertwined with businesses that the Sussex County Council and the Planning and Zoning need to divulge what business they are in before they vote on it. And if you own a sign of any sort, even a percentage of a sign, you ought to not be voting on that ordinance.
Bill Marshall is the appointment to the Planning and Zoning Commission. Council, there's been some recent attention and questions about the appointment process to the Planning and Zoning Commission, and I asked our attorneys to make sure that we are following Delaware code, and they assure me that we are. And we continue to try to do the best we can in doing that every time we make an appointment. And I wanted to reassure you that Del Code specifies that appointed members to the Planning and Zoning Commission shall be residents of Sussex County, and no more than 2 members shall be appointed to the same council district. It really doesn't matter what district that one of the members lives in, except that no more than 2 can be in a single district. There's a perception that each council member gets their own commissioner from their own district. That's simply just a tradition and is not supported by state law. In fact, a specific section in Del Code says that county government shall appoint members to the commission. So it's a function of the entire council and not the purview of any one member of council. And with that, I know that we have an appointment today for your consideration for President Vincent's appointment, and I believe he has someone in mind.
Right. I would like the council to reappoint Commissioner Bob Wheatley. I know Bob has been on there for a long time, and I understand some people think we should change people once in a while, but I will tell you I have a concern. We have a brand new member on the Planning and Zoning Commission as of 2 months ago. There's a potential we could have another member have it come off because I.G. Burton now running for an elected seat in Mrs. Deaver's district. And I think if we change now, I have 3 people brand new on Planning and Zoning Commission. That would not be a good move for us with a new comprehensive land use plan coming up next year to have to work on. So that's my rationale. I'd appreciate a motion from somebody and a second from somebody. Mr. Law, you have a motion?
I do have a motion for your consideration. Be it moved, the Sussex County Council appoints Mr. Robert C. Wheatley to the Sussex County Planning and Zoning Commission for a term of 3 years commencing on July 1, 2016.
Pleasure, council.
So
Motion, Mr. Cole. Have a second?
You don't have a second?
Wait, don't you?
If there's no second,
I'll make a motion we defer till next week.
motion to defer.
Well, I will second that motion to defer.
We have a motion and a second.
To defer.
Well,
I have a quick question, if I may.
Sure.
Because I think, I don't disagree with some of the concerns, but what you just stated is the state law, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, it's nothing that this council has any authority to change.
That is correct.
It's a state law. So in other words, our Dover legislature would have to change that law.
That is correct.
Okay. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that that's fully understood.
Back up, was your motion for his first motion?
Well,
for
the
deferral?
motion, the second motion was to defer. I'd second that motion. It appears that might be some more due diligence from some of the council members might need to be done. So,
Motion to defer? Question on the motion?
Help me understand some of these things.
Sure.
Our issue as far as the state law is concerned has to do with any particular commission district having more than one person, member of the commission on it, and that this is what you're talking about, Mr. Arlett, and that's the law you're talking about.
Correct.
The fact that we don't have to have one for one, and that's state
Correct.
law. I'm just making sure that's the law you're referring to, and that's the issue here.
that's the law that Mr. Lawson just referred to.
Exactly,
And I was-
exactly.
that's
Well,
right.
you know, I haven't been here too long, and you have to kind of give me some opportunity to make sure I understand it completely. And, okay, thank you so much for that.
Thank you, ma'am. Any more questions? We'll take the vote to defer. Mrs. Deaver?
Yes.
Mr. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Arlett?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
I vote yes. Next, Mr. Lawson?
Okay, next